Power up, eco-conscious homeowners. It's time to count down the best wind turbine options for home use. These picks cover compact rooftop units to full-size standalones, all designed to maximize energy production without breaking the bank. We'll learn how each model handles wind variability, noise, and maintenance, so you can pick with confidence. Today, I'm going to be going over the best wind turbine for home that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the VEVOR wind turbine generator, adjustable. This compact turbine is designed for everyday wind at home and aims to bridge the gap between curiosity and practical energy capture. The design centers on versatility and straightforward operation, making it a compelling option for someone who wants to experiment with renewable power without diving into a full-scale installation. The 3-blade rotor is balanced for reliable starts at modest wind speeds, and the assembly uses a lightweight but sturdy frame. The adjustable feature is where this model earns its keep. You can tweak blade pitch and tail alignment to fine-tune how aggressively the rotor engages as gusts rise or fall. In practical terms, that means you can get more consistent charging of a small battery bank even when the wind is not a straight, steady stream. The generator inside is tuned for low to moderate RPM, which translates to better efficiency at the low wind speeds common in residential backyards or rooftop setups. Built-in regulator or controller helps manage the output, protecting any connected storage from overvoltage and reducing the risk of discharge when wind suddenly drops. Materials are chosen for weather resistance, with a corrosion-resistant frame and protective housings that keep the rotor moving while exposing it to sun and rain. For home experimentation, the unit is often sold as a complete package or with a minimal assortment of hardware, letting you connect to a 12V or 24V battery system, a small inverter, and perhaps a shed-mounted charger to keep your lights on during cloudy days. Adjustable aspect pays dividends when you encounter a microclimate around your property where wind paths weave between trees or across a roofline. The option to tune mean rotor speed improves the predictability of energy generation and reduces the guesswork that comes with fixed-pitch designs. In other words, you get more control over performance without moving to a larger, more complex turbine. The package typically emphasizes straightforward mounting with a bracket or base that can be bolted to a stable platform, and the delivery often includes the essential cables and connectors for quick testing. As a result, you can conduct short-term experiments with battery storage and track how different locations around the property influence output in real time. Compared to the VEVOR wind turbine generator 500W, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the adjustable variant emphasizes tuning capability and broader voltage compatibility, making it easier to pair with varied battery setups and DIY power buses. At number 4, we have the VEVOR wind turbine generator 500W. This model takes a more traditional approach to home-scale wind energy in a compact footprint, designed to maximize energy capture without the need for heavy structural supports. 500W specification places it squarely in the range where most homeowners can reliably charge small to mid-sized storage solutions, especially when the turbine is mounted on a rooftop pedestal, a sturdy pole, or a compact tower. The rotor is typically engineered for smooth operation at average residential wind speeds, and the blades are shaped to reduce noise while maintaining a steady torque across a broad range of wind gusts. Construction leans toward a robust steel or aluminum frame with a rotor housing that resists weather, dust, and salt spray in coastal settings. The electrical side of the package often includes a straightforward controller that steps the input into a stable charging profile for a 12V or 24V battery system. Some models offer an MPPT-style optimization path, which helps wring out extra energy when wind is fluctuating, thereby squeezing more kilowatt-hours from a given wind event. On-site assembly tends to be simpler than full kits, as many components are pre-aligned at the factory and the anchor points are clearly labeled for homeowner installation. 500W unit is frequently complemented by practical accessories such as a weatherproof junction box, a mounting bracket, and standard cabling that keeps the wiring tidy and safe. In practice, the performance becomes most impressive when the turbine is allowed to run at its sweet spot, which occurs around moderate wind speeds with little turbulence. Quiet operation profile matters for suburban yards, so manufacturers optimize blade shape and bearing quality to minimize audible hum while maximizing rotational stability. Warranty terms often accompany these models, giving homeowners confidence that seals, bearings, and electronics will be supported for a reasonable service life. Compared to the VEVOR wind turbine generator, adjustable, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the 500W variant emphasizes a fixed, dependable pitch and a more compact installation footprint, favoring ease of use for first-time setups and straightforward battery charging pipelines. At number 3, we have the VEVOR wind turbine generator kit. This option bundles the core turbine with mounting hardware, a controller, and often a set of cables, so you can assemble a complete weatherproof charging solution in one purchase. The kit approach is appealing to DIY enthusiasts who want a forward path from purchase to test run without hunting for essential accessories separately. Turbine itself is engineered for efficient operation in a range of wind speeds, and the kit usually includes a controller designed to manage charging for 12V or 24V storage system. Some variants even support more flexible battery configurations with parallel or series connections. Included mounting hardware is a practical advantage, helping you to secure the turbine in a position that minimizes turbulence and maximizes exposure to clean wind. In terms of materials and build, you can expect a frame that balances lightweight handling with rigidity, while the rotor assembly is designed to reduce vibration and to maintain balance across variable gusts. The kit may provide tips for placement height and orientation that align rotor exposure with prevailing wind vectors around your property. A key benefit is the consolidated nature of the package, reducing the chance of mismatched components, and it often facilitates quicker testing and iteration. The included controller typically features a protective circuit to guard against overvoltage, battery overdischarge, and thermal conditions, which makes it more forgiving for new users who are learning how to observe and interpret turbine output. Assembly time will vary with experience, but the kit is configured to be more approachable than sourcing each piece individually, particularly for those who want a hands-on project that produces tangible energy results. Compared to the VEVOR wind turbine generator 500W, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the kit simplifies installation by bundling essential mounting components and an integrated controller, helping you realize a complete system more quickly and with fewer surprises along the way. At number 2, we have the Cyan Oasis wind spinners. These decorative pieces are designed to respond visually to even gentle breath of wind, transforming outdoor spaces into kinetic sculpture that catches light and movement in a way that metal and glass catch the eye. Construction emphasizes artistry as much as engineering, with sculptural forms, multi-layered blades, and finishes that vary from brushed metal to vibrant coatings. Wind spinners operate without any electrical output, which means you can install them in a garden, along a path, or on a balcony without wiring or batteries. They rely entirely on aerodynamic design to capture energy of the air and translate it into motion, with bearings chosen to offer smooth rotation under modest wind speeds and durable seals that protect the mechanism from dust and moisture. Cores of these displays are often corrosion-resistant metals or weather-hardened resins, and the finishing process protects the surface from sun exposure to reduce fading. Visual effect is an important draw for homeowners wanting to create a sense of movement and dynamism in their outdoor rooms, while also requiring minimal maintenance beyond occasional cleaning of dust and debris. When you position Cyan Oasis wind spinners in a sunny corner or near shrubbery that channels breeze, you can watch the blades catch and release air with a rhythm that adds charm to a patio or entryway. In terms of temperature and climate, these spinners tolerate a broad range, but higher winds can accelerate wear on bearings if you neglect lubrication, so a light annual maintenance check is a good habit. The experience is less about electricity and more about ambience, color, and the poetry of wind turning metal or plastic into sculpture. Compared to the VEVOR wind turbine generator kit, which I have included as number 3 on this list, Cyan Oasis wind spinners emphasize aesthetics and motion over constant electrical output, offering a soothing alternative for spaces where energy generation is not the primary goal. At number 1, we have the wind spinners outdoor garden sculptures. This category represents the largest scale and most ambitious approach to wind-driven art in this lineup, combining durable materials, thoughtful engineering, and a commanding presence in outdoor spaces. Sculptures are designed to be large enough to anchor a corner of a garden, a courtyard, or a landscape feature, while still relying on wind movement for life. Expect powder-coated finishes that resist chipping and rust, heavy-duty bearings that minimize wobble in gusty conditions, and reinforced posts or stakes that keep the sculpture stable even when winds rise. Design language varies from abstract or geometric forms to natural motifs like leaves or birds, but every piece in this range shares a commitment to graceful motion and quiet resonance with the environment. Practical considerations include wind loading ratings, corrosion protection, and the ability to withstand seasonal weather. While they do not generate electricity, these sculptures create a sense of energy in the space, inviting onlookers to observe the interplay between air currents and material form. Installation often requires a solid base or a short pedestal, and the mounting system is engineered to facilitate quick assembly while maintaining the sculpture's scale and balance. You can pair a wind sculpture with lighting or water features to extend engagement after dark, turning a simple breeze into a focal point that anchors outdoor design. Durability is a core claim here. Sculptures typically feature robust, weather-resistant hardware, and a design that minimizes maintenance through careful bearing selection and simplified lubrication points. Result is a striking, long-term addition to a garden or patio that leverages wind energy purely as a visual and sensorily pleasing force. Paired to the Cyan Oasis wind spinners, which I have included as number 2 on this list, wind spinners outdoor garden sculptures offer a larger statement piece with heavier presence and a design language oriented towards sculpture rather than kinetic display, making them the ultimate centerpiece for wind-driven art on a residential property.